Hi everyone, this is Shauna Charoso, RAYAC Executive Officer, and this is my desk. In this monthly video cast, I go over questions that are coming across my desk every single day so we can have much smoother real estate transactions here in York and Adams counties. And the question I have today is, can I, as a listing agent, give out a one-day code for a central lock access? Well, the answer to that question is yes. And I'm going to put an asterisk behind it because you can't just hand it out. You have to have some certain rules that you need to follow before you give out that one-day code. So first, you need permission from the seller before you hand out a one-day code to anyone. And why is that? Because it has to be the seller's decision. If you promise them that you are going to be putting on an electronic lockbox and only those individuals who have central lock access, who've been vetted and followed applications through the Realtors Association of York and Adams counties are those the ones who have access to that lockbox. By giving out that one-day code, what you're essentially doing is you're opening up that lockbox to anyone who has that one-day code. So the seller has to agree to that and be aware of the potential risks that come with generating one-day codes, that anyone who has it could essentially use it to open up that lockbox and gain access to the home. So first thing, you have to have the seller's permission. RAYAC does have a form for that. We have a central lock hold harmless agreement that goes over the benefits of utilizing the central lock electronic lockbox system. And also, there are questions over whether or not you as a listing agent have the capability to issue a one-day code to any other agent or appraiser or whomever who may not have access to the central lock system. And it says yes or no, whether or not the seller has given you the permission to do so. So that's it. So once you have gotten the permission from the seller to issue one-day codes on the lockbox, the second thing is if you were asked by an out-of-the-area agent to get a one-day code, there's something that you need to do as the listing agent. You need to get a form filled out, and that form essentially is filled out by you providing the information about the property itself, but it is asking the buyer's agent to provide information back to you. Things such as, do they have a Pennsylvania real estate license and what that number is? And it also is on that form is telling the buyer's agent that they will not give out and agree not to give out that one-day code to anyone but themselves. And it also makes the buyer's agent aware that the buyer's agent will be charged $20 by RAYAC for issuing the one-day code. So that's important. You have to get that form filled out. We do allow you 48 hours after the showing, 2 business days after the showing, to send that back into RAYAC to let us know you've done what you were supposed to do, your due diligence in trying to verify that they have a Pennsylvania real estate license, they know not to give out that code to anybody else, and that they are going to be charged by RAYAC the $20. You as a listing agent will not be charged the $20, but the buyer's agent will be charged that $20. And so I know the big question is, why are you charging for it? Well, the simple reason is that we want to encourage any of the buyer's agents who want access to lockboxes in our area to get a subscription. Why? Because we want to take the onus off of you, the listing agent, to have to issue out one-day codes, and it makes the electronic lockbox system more secure if everyone has their own individual access and you don't need to hand out one-day codes. So it's there as a deterrent. It's not there as a moneymaker. It's to encourage them to get a subscription with RAYAC so that the lockbox program can be more secure in our community. So you've gotten the permission from the seller. You've gotten the buyer's agent to complete the form. How do you generate the one-day code? You as the listing agent are the only person who can generate the one-day code. The staff here at RAYAC cannot do that for you because we do not own that listing and that lockbox. So we have steps on our website over how you can issue that one-day code. It's very simple through the CentraKey app, and then you can directly forward that one-day code to the buyer's agent, and they can utilize that code to open up the lockbox. So those are the steps. You have to have the seller's permission. You have to get the buyer's agent to complete the form and mail that back to RAYAC. And the third step is you need to create the one-day code on the CentriKey app and send that over to the buyer's agent. And now that I've shared all of that with you, here is my tip. When you have an agent out of the area who wants to show your listing and they do not have central lock access, my advice is to say, have them call RAYAC, because we give out of the area agents who haven't had access to our lockbox system in the past, we give them 1 week for free. So they can get a week of central lock access for free after they fill out our application and we verify that they're a realtor and they have an active Pennsylvania real estate license. We will give them a free access to central lock. After their free access is over, after that week, they can then purchase it at any other time, and we only charge them $10 for a week or $20 for a month. So it's much easier and smoother if they contact us, and we're taking all of that onus off of you, the listing agent, to get them into central lock access. But in a bind, if it is a weekend and RAYAC's not open and you have someone who needs to get into a showing, if you've had the seller's permission, if you get the form filled out by the buyer's agent, you, the listing agent, yes, do have the capability to issue that one-day code to the buyer's agent. So I hope that information is helpful to you. If there's ever anything that we can do here at RAYAC to answer any of your questions or topics you would like me to cover here on this video blog, please feel free to reach out to me, because my doors and ears are always open to you. Thanks so much and have a wonderful day.